Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Update News. Today's hot topics are massive fixes are inbound once again, and a mystery 4-part update has been speculated. So we have a lot to talk about today, and I'll show you exactly what I mean for each. And as always, I just want to say a massive, monumental thank you to each and every single one of you that has also been pressing that subscribe button as of late, and for those who, as we know, have had to resubscribe. The reason being is YouTube went through a culling cycle, and they do this periodically, and essentially what that means is they unsubscribe you, the viewer, from your favorite YouTubers without your knowledge or consent. So as always, double check your subscriptions, make sure you are subscribed. If you need to resubscribe, and if you have been watching me for a while, you like what I do here, then why not consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to leave a like on this very video. It really does help me out a lot as a channel. However, it also helps this information get out there to the wider YouTube audience, so it really does help a massive deal. So thank you very much in advance if you press like today. Alright, let's get into today's video. So our first hot story: massive fixes are inbound for No Man's Sky. Well, right now the fixes are on experimental, and it patches up the game in a very big way. So Mr. Sean of the Murrays posted this over on his Twitters. Now, fix an issue with customizations when transitioning to and from a season. Very, very important fix, because a lot of people were having so many issues with this, and this was one of the bigger things that needed to be fixed. So this is massive news, and now the problem hopefully should be stopped once it rolls out to public. Fixed an issue that caused combat music to play when jellyfish spawned. Now, I don't know if that really needed fixed. That would have been awesome. Imagine you're out on the beach, jellyfish start spawning, combat music starts, you know that the jellyfish are about to invade. Now, in my mind, that would be the sweet, sensual sign of a jellyfish apocalypse. However, unfortunately, this was not meant to be, and that has now been fixed. So we just get regular, non-apocalyptic jellyfish. Fixed an issue that caused customization parts to be categorized incorrectly. So that's a nice fix. Fixed a crash in weather effects, and fixed a memory-related crash. So these are all very important fixes, and it brings us ever closer to getting the game in a more playable state than what it originally was after the update. So that is only ever a very, very good thing indeed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about our next hot topic: mystery 4-part update. Now, what do we mean by this? Well, as we know, Omega has just been released. However, over on Twitter's, once again, on Sean of the Murrays post, we now see this. So we have a gigantic list of every single update that has ever been introduced to No Man's Sky, starting with Foundations, moving on to Pathfinder, Atlas Rises, and so on. However, as you can see at the bottom, we have ... and then the Omega symbol. But why are there missing entries? Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you can imagine, this has put the community into a bit of a frenzy, because the missing entries seem to indicate that this is a 1 out of a 4-part bigger update, and that does make a good amount of sense. This is why. If we have a look back at the trailer that was unveiled at the Game Awards, you will see a couple of things. So as we know, we have the brand new ships, which is dead center of the camera shot here. However, we don't have yet the new space stations, we don't have the new space station core, we don't have the racing that has now been confirmed to be happening in the new updates. We don't have anything of the sorts, not even the outer shell, so the procedural generated space stations. We don't have that. We don't have a lot of things. So the speculation seems to be that the missing dots are all the missing pieces that are now going to be almost drip fed to the community over the coming year. So we've got the Omega update, and then the next one will maybe introduce ship racing or the new internals of the space stations, maybe. And then after that, we may get the procedural space stations, the outer shell, if you will, as well as some more lore and trinkets and so on. So that's what the community seems to think. And looking at it myself, I can concur that's probably more a realistic view on what is happening. So we now expect the next update for No Man's Sky to happen within the next 2 to 3 months from now. And when that happens, we'll probably see something else from that trailer being integrated fully into the game and so on. It's going to be a drip-fed extravaganza for the rest of the year, I am sure. So essentially, I'm looking forward to seeing what Hello Games has to bring to the table. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as always, let me know in the comment section down below, what is your speculation around that? Do you think that we're going to be drip-fed updates? Do you think that the missing dots means something completely different, and that's why we have missing entries, and there's going to be something else coming later this year that we've not already seen in the trailer? Where on this argumentative spectrum do you lay? Now, as always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now.